Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman, joined with me is my lovely wife Jen, and today we're watching Pulp Fiction for the very first time. And fun fact, this is gonna be a first time watching for me as well. I've never seen Pulp Fiction. I know that probably comes as a surprise to a bunch of you, but there are some notable gaps in my movie history, and Pulp Fiction just happens to be one of those. So I'm very excited to watch it for the first time for me. I've seen a lot of parodies of Pulp Fiction, I've seen memes of Pulp Fiction, but I think like the core story, I don't really know. So I'm pretty excited to watch it for the first time myself. I really don't have a whole lot of factoids about this one, so I'm gonna be going in pretty fresh too. How are you feeling going into Pulp Fiction, especially considering we've already seen Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained?
I'm really excited. I started out by saying like I don't understand why the Tarantino films are so popular. And that's not insults or anything. It's just I genuinely don't know what it is about his films that keep people coming back. But I'm starting to like notice a pattern with his films, so I'm curious how that's going to show up in this film. I'm very aware of the film being very popular, kind of a classic, but again, I don't know what the storyline is about. I've also seen like memes and stuff and jokes about it, but just don't know what it's about. Uma Thurman, yes, she was in Gattaca, which I absolutely loved. So I noticed that she's in it. I think Samuel L. Jackson is in it, and John Travolta, at least from the memes. So, yeah, I'm really excited. His movies have been pretty good, which is a little surprising to me because I just didn't know what I was in for, but they all are very interesting in their own right. So I'm curious what this is about and how different the tone is to the other two films that I've seen so far. So really excited to check it out.
And we can't forget the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from Donique Diggs, who says, this is from Django, says, after watching this, I read that Leonardo DiCaprio couldn't say the N-word during the tabletop scene. So Jamie Foxx himself told everybody to stop what you're doing, walked up to Leonardo and tell him that this is nothing but a word to us N-words now. So go ahead and just say it. After that, you got this masterpiece of a kitchen scene. Very, very interesting. I've heard some multiple things. I looked up an article from the LA Times that said that Samuel L. Jackson went up to him and basically said, man, this is just another Tuesday to us, in which case Leonardo also loosened up. So I hadn't heard, I'm sure Jamie Foxx probably had some stuff to say too, but either way, super interesting. And yeah, if you want to hear some more of our thoughts on that, go check out Django Unchained, where Jen watched it for the very first time. Thank you so much for your comment of the day. If you want your comment featured in a comment of the day, comment down below. We'd love to know your thoughts with me going into it for the first time, with Jen going into it for the first time, and how you think we'll feel about it. But enough of that, let's go ahead and get into it. Pulp Fiction.
Ooh.
You always say that, the same thing every time. I'm through, never again, too dangerous.
I mean, the way it is now, taking the same route as when you rob a bank.
You want to rob banks?
I'm not saying I want to rob banks, I'm just illustrating that if we did, it'd be easier than what we've been doing. If it's not the it's these old Jews who've owned the store for 15 generations. You've got Grandpa Irving. Garçon, coffee!
Garçon means boy.
Nobody ever robs restaurants. Why not? A lot of people come to restaurants.
A lot of walnuts.
Pretty smart, huh?
I love you, pumpkin.
I love
Literally Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Why do you call this a robbery?
I just think Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah.
I love Dick and Jane.
I'd be curious if like there were more like restaurant robberies after this. But yeah, I just think of Fun with Dick and Jane, where he's like getting the espresso.
That is such a hilarious movie.
Eric Stoltz, wow, he was supposed to be the original Marty McFly.
The movies that made us.
Yeah, Movies That Made Us, really good documentary on Netflix that we can't watch because we still don't have internet.
100% like, I mean, you just can't
I
walk
love
in
John
a
Travolta.
restaurant, roll the joint, and start puffing away.
They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese?
Oh man, they got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the quarter pound. They call it the Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
The Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac.
Le Big Mac.
You know what they put on French fries in Holland instead of ketchup?
What?
Mayonnaise.
Is this all true?
I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I remember going to McDonald's when I was in Peru, and it tasted a lot different.
In a good way or?
In a bad way.
I wouldn't go so far as to call the brother fat. I mean, he got a weight problem. What's the gonna do? He's Samoan.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. What about? So what'd he do, f***er?
No, nothing that bad. Gave her a foot massage. Threw his ass over the balcony. Fell full stories. Since then, he kind of developed a speech impediment.
That's a damn shame.
Jeez.
Eating a bitch out and giving a bitch a foot massage ain't eating the same thing. It's touching his wife's feet and sticking your tongue in the holiest of holies ain't the same ballpark. It ain't.
Would you give a guy a foot massage?
You. Just because I wouldn't get no man a foot massage, don't make it right for Marcellus to throw Antoine off a building into a glass motherfucking house the way talks.
A lot of long takes here. Phil Lamar, wow.
Hey, kids. We're associates of your business partner, Marcellus Wallace. You do remember your business partner, don't you? Hamburgers, the cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast. Go ahead. You mind if I
Talking, relax.
I want to try a Hawaiian hamburger.
I'd be down for that. Give me some pineapple on a burger. Heck yeah.
Royale with cheese. You know why they call it that?
Because of the metric system?
Check out the big brain on bread. Tell my man Vince here where you got the shit at.
It's over there.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Phil.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy. Best intentions, really. I never...
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Yes. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Does he look like a bitch?
What?
Then why you try to like a bitch, Brent?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Wallace don't like to be by anybody except Mrs. Wallace. Ezekiel 25:17. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger. And you will know my name is the Lord.
You know, there was no music track or score or anything during any of that. And it was still really intense.
Fine. Night of the fight, you may feel a slight sting. Pride.
They were in the whole 9 yards.
Pride only hurts.
I got no problem with that, Mr. Wallace.
In the fifth, your ass goes down.
It's like we're watching Daredevil again.
You looking at something, friend?
Ain't my friend Palooka.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Now, the first two are the same.
Oh my God, it's got a Speed Racer t-shirt on.
And I'm out of balloons. Is a baggie all right?
That's cool.
Jeez. Is that an old projector technique they did in old movies right there?
Come inside and make yourself a drink. Mia. Vincent. I'm on the...
That's the meme.
Go make yourself a drink and I'll be down in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let's go. You can get a steak here, Daddy-O.
Hey, Daddy-O. What is this? What is this? This is like a cool bar type of thing. Like those racetracks going around it.
I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse.
Buddy, what can I get you?
Buddy Holly.
Did you just order a $5 shake?
Mm-hmm.
You don't put bourbon in or nothing?
No.
What, is like going out with me? We went to some restaurant that charged $10 for a couple florets of broccoli. Sue me if I'm like, that's a little much, isn't it?
Roll me one of those, cowboy.
One of those restaurants, you had bacon wrapped scallops and you said it was the best thing you ever tasted in your life.
That was a different restaurant, and that was the best thing I ever had in my life. And I would be willing to pay for that. I mean, they're not doing anything to the broccoli.
Marcellus.
It wasn't seasoned special or anything.
Yummy.
You think I could have a sip of that? I gotta know what a $5 shake tastes like.
This is me.
My straw, I don't have cooties.
God damn, it's a pretty good milkshake. For $5, it was pretty good.
Oh
That is
my
me.
God.
That is me.
Word for word.
Don't get me wrong, it's not that I mind spending the $5. I just want to make sure it's worth it. I just don't like being ripped off, okay? That's all. I just don't like being ripped off.
Why do we feel it's necessary to yak about bullshit in order to be comfortable?
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
I'm good with silence.
You can just shut the up for a minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and powder my nose. I said, God damn!
I don't think Buddy Holly's much of a waiter.
This kind of seems like a cool place.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's well lit too.
Wanna dance?
No, that's a small thing, but.
All right, let's see what you can do. Take it away.
Teenage wedding and the old folks, they furnished all
You can see the shadow of the camera a couple times there.
wedding and the old folks.
Uh-oh. Oh, she got her trophy. Good.
Drinks, music.
I'm gonna take a piss.
They have a lot of good music so far. She just leaves her patio doors open like that.
I guess. Hey, you need to get out of there, dude.
Drink your drink.
You're gonna get killed, my guy.
This is a moral test of oneself, whether or not.
Don't let them make up your mind.
Hello.
Go home, jerk off, and that's all you gonna do.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, well, he was in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Oh. Whew.
Come on, dude. Jeez. He's got a cell phone.
Literally you.
How was that me?
At night watching TV with a bowl of cereal.
Oh yeah, that is me. Oh, that's you. Oh, that is you.
What?
I'm going to tell this
Nuts.
right now. Coming to your house.
Why isn't he going to the hospital? Because of the
Probably he
drugs?
doesn't, yeah, he doesn't want her to get in trouble.
It's not my problem, man. You her up. You can deal with this.
Oh, jeez.
It's this up, bitch. Look, go to the fridge and get the thing with the adrenaline shot.
What's wrong with her? You! You too!
What a young bitch. Look, you just keep talking, all right?
You're gonna find anything in this house. For 6 months.
So accurate. This is us in the middle of moving.
Oh, in the middle of moving.
Come on, man, hurry up. Oh, here, I'll tell you what to do. No, man, I ain't getting you. The day
A long needle.
It really is.
Give it a shot. She's got a breastplate. You gotta pierce through that. So what you gotta do is you gotta bring the needle down in a stabbing motion. I gotta.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
2, 3. If you're all right, then say something.
Something.
Fucking take the needle out.
Can trip me.
It's such a good night prior to that. Is there uncomfortable silence?
What's your thoughts on how to handle this?
I can keep a secret if you can.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go home and have a heart attack.
Yeah?
This looks like Forrest Gump.
Remember when I told you your daddy died in a POW camp?
Yeah.
Hello, little man.
Oh, it's Christopher Walken.
Sure heard a bunch about you. We were in that Hanoi pit of hell together. Over 5 years. I got something for you. This watch I got here. This was your great-grandfather's war watch, and he wore it every day he was in that war. And great-grandfather gave this watch to your granddad for good luck. This watch was on your daddy's wrist when he was shot down over at Hanoi. The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright. And one place he knew he could hide something, his ass. 5 long years he wore this watch. Up his ass. Died of dysentery. He'd give me the watch. Took a hunk of metal up my ass, too.
Gross.
How you doing?
Great.
I will take care of it.
Yeah, just like Daredevil.
You killed the other boxing man.
He's dead?
The radio said he was dead.
Sorry about that, Floyd.
Is that supposed to imply like the famous Floyd?
I don't know. I was wondering that too, but look at that projector on the back there.
So?
Yeah, well, enough about the poor, unfortunate Mr. Floyd. Let's talk about the rich and prosperous Mr. Butch.
45.60.
It's an expensive cab ride, even for them.
Hard day at the office?
Pretty hard.
I like the way you stink. Pot bellies make a man look either oafish or like a gorilla. Normal face.
It's a weird conversation.
Normal hips, normal ass.
Good job, Sugar Pop.
Sugar
Did
Pop.
everything go as planned?
I want all right.
Are you still retiring?
Sure am.
But they won't find us, will they?
Undetermined.
Will you give me oral pleasure?
Will you kiss it?
Probably should take that shower first, Butch. Those boxing shorts really seal in the flavor.
Gross.
I think I cracked the rib.
Giving me oral pleasure? It's much better than Mumble.
Jimmy the Tulip.
Through the tulip.
We don't really call each other food names.
Us?
Sugar pie.
No, I'm actually good on that, but
The money we're gonna have is gonna carry us a long way down.
Hi for breakfast.
Any time of the day is a good time for pie. It was in your little kangaroo.
Yeah, well, it's not here now. It's not here now. So where the is it? It's my father's watch. You have any idea what he had to go through to get me that watch? It's not your fault. So I gotta go back to my apartment and get my watch. Oh, the f***ing thing she can f***ing forget! She forgets my father's watch! The words, don't forget my father's watch!
So far.
This was the largest auto that I could afford.
Any idea what my father had to go through to get that watch to me? My dude needs to go. See, what do you, see, come on, man.
Oh, Pop-Tarts.
I don't know what he's doing with these Pop-Tarts. You need to go, man.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Oh, my...
John Travolta.
Boston, it's okay. Jeez. What is it? It's okay. He forgot his Pop-Tarts.
There you go. Look at him thinking.
Cops are gonna be looking for him anyways. It's his apartment.
Yeah, but his fingerprints would be on the gun.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he killed John Travolta.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Ah!
The chance of that.
He's dead. If you need someone to go to court, I will be glad to help.
I'll be damned.
Oh, Susan.
Oh my goodness!
Can I help you with something?
You feel that sting, big boy, huh? Head blown up!
Hold it right there, goddammit.
This ain't none of your business, mister. You don't understand, man.
Toss the weapon. Zed. Yeah, the spider just caught a couple of flies.
What is happening?
Oh, this guy's doing a lot. I was about to say earlier when he was dialing, I was like, that's a lot of numbers for 911.
Better start teaming up together. Hey, I think he was in the mask. He was in the mask.
Well, I think the camp's sleeping. I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
What the heck?
Channing Tatum. This is getting weird.
Is this an animal or a human?
It's a person. I guess this is where the Pulp Fiction part comes in. This is weird.
I knew they were freaks.
Could have run to any other store. This is so weird. Bruce Willis is one lucky guy.
I feel like lucky is too much.
In the movie.
It's too strong of a word.
Oh, come on. Now you're going to get a conscience? All right. Well, good for you.
I mean, it's also smart, though. That'll be his, like, pass.
Find a shotgun, dude.
No, let's go with the hammer.
Bruce Willis loves his baseball bats.
All right.
Oh, there's
all
Quentin
right.
Tarantino. He loves those Japanese swords.
Oh my god, I'm so scared to see.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Big waves. Oh.
Good for you for coming back.
Want that gun, don't you, Zed? Come on, Zed, up, boy.
Step aside, Butch.
You okay?
Nah, man. I'm pretty f***ing far from
What now?
I'm gonna call a couple of hard pipe-hitting niggas to go to work on the homes here with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch. I ain't through with you by damn sight. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
So we cool?
Yeah, we cool. Don't tell nobody about this.
No problem. No problem at all.
And when you gone, you stay gone, or you be gone.
That was smart coming back.
Good for him. Oh man.
That is not where I expected that to go.
That was rough to see. Just think that if his woman would have just grabbed that damn watch. He reminded her, too. Dragon Ball Z.
Also for Zed.
Lord Zed from the Power Rangers.
What happened to my Honda?
I'm sorry, baby. I had to crash that Honda. Were you
I started to sing dreadful songs.
Oh my god, it's me.
blueberry pancakes?
I didn't have blueberry.
Oh, this is us.
Zed's.
Who said?
Zed's dead.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides, and I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance. Die, you mother!
Did you forget that someone was in there with a goddamn hand cannon?
We should be dead, man. You know what divine intervention is? What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to acknowledge it. Let's go, nigga. Come on.
What do you make of all this?
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped me?
Oh!
Oh, man, I shot Marvin in the face. He went over a bump or something.
Hey, the guy ain't hit no motherfucking bump.
Oh, there's like brain matter.
I need to use your garage for a couple hours. And what if he was to come in here and see his towel like this, Vincent? It's like this that's gonna bring this situation to a head, man.
Quentin Tarantino.
His choice, right?
I don't need you to tell me how good my coffee is, okay? I'm the one who buys it. I know how good it is.
Does he appear in all of his movies?
I think so. I think he does sort of an Alfred Hitchcock thing.
You sending the wolf?
You feel better, mother?
Yeah, Negro. That's all you had to say.
It's a meme, too.
It's 30 minutes away. I'll be there in 10. 40 minutes to get the out of Dodge. Now, you got a corpse in a car, minus a head in a garage. Take me to it. Don't get me out there on the road and I found out the brake lights don't work.
Hey, man, as far as I know, the motherfucker's tip-top.
Domesticated house. That would lead me to believe that in the garage you're under the sink. You got a bunch of cleaners and cleansers and like that.
Yeah, Mr. Wolf under the sink.
Good. Wipe down the upholstery. Now, when it comes to upholstery, you don't need to be spick and span. You don't need to eat off it.
Please would be nice.
Come again? Get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do. And if self-preservation is an instinct you possess, you better do it and do it quick. So, pretty please, with sugar on top. Clean the car. Nobody who'll be missed.
I'd miss Phil Lamar.
You're a good man, Joe.
Oh, man.
I got a threshold, Jules. I got a threshold for the abuse that I will take. All right.
Well, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Every time my fingers touch brain, I'm Superfly TNT.
Strip.
All the way?
To your bare ass. Better you than me, gentlemen. You're dry enough. Toss them their clothes. Perfect. Come on, gentlemen. We're laughing our way right into prison.
Oh, jeez.
If I get my car back any different than I gave it, Monster Joe's gonna be disposing of 2 bodies.
We cool?
Like it never happened.
You guys going to a volleyball game or something?
Yeah, really, and thank you very much, Mr. Wolf. Feel like having breakfast with me?
Cool. But what is significant is I felt the touch of God.
You really thinking about quitting?
For life?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Coffee!
Jules, look, what happened this morning, man, I agree, it was peculiar. I'm gonna take a shit.
Just be quiet over there!
He's just eating there.
Grandpa, down!
You got a hero here, honey bunny!
Well, just execute him!
You tell him to be cool, yes, and everything will be over. Yeah.
All right, people, gonna come around and collect your wallets.
In the bag.
The bag.
Just silly or fun. In the bag.
In the bag.
It's in the case.
My boss's dirty laundry.
Open it.
Afraid I can't do that.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, you did. I hate to shatter your ego, but this ain't the first time I've had a gun pointed at me.
Be cool, honey bunny. Be cool.
Wait, what is it?
Is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
You let him go! You let him go!
Say, bitch, be cool! Say, bitch, be cool! We're all all gonna be like three little Fonzies here. And what's Fonzie like?
Cool.
What? Cool. Correctamundo.
He's
And
cool.
That's what we're gonna be. I want you to let go of your gun and sit your ass down. When you do it cool.
You let him go!
Yolanda, I thought you were gonna be cool. Now, when you yell at me, it makes me nervous. And when get scared, that's when accidentally get shot. You happen to pull this while I'm in a transitional period, and I don't want to kill you. Vincent, be cool. Point the gun at me. There you go.
I'm gonna go home.
Just hang in there, baby. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. And Ringo's proud of you. I want you to go in that bag and find my wallet. It's the one that says bad motherfucker. That's bad motherfucker. Open it up.
$1,500.
Okay, put it in your pocket. It's yours.
Jules, you give that Nimrod $1,500 and I'll shoot him on general principle.
Then shut the up! Want to know what I'm buying, Ringo? Your life. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. And you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you. I never gave much thought to what it meant. I just thought it was some cold-blooded shit to say to a motherfucker before I pop a cap in his ass. Or it could mean you're the righteous man and I'm the shepherd. And it's the world that's evil and selfish. But that ain't the truth. I'm the tyranny of evil men. But I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
I think we should be leaving now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, wow. Okay, just finished Pulp Fiction. I don't really know how to feel about this one because I feel like there were a lot of really great sequences, but a lot of dialogue and a lot of exposition to get to those moments that are like, oh, whoa, you know, type of thing. I know I've said in some of the other videos that Quentin Tarantino is the sort of master of dialogue and exchange of dialogue, that he can build tension without the need to have even music behind it to kind of help bolster it up. I like how this one was kind of, it wasn't like a linear storyline. It was kind of jumping all over the place, but still kind of interconnected. So I enjoyed that. If I'm being honest, I will say that I think that it was probably a little too drawn out for the story that was being told. They probably could have cut down on a couple of things. But overall, I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I watched it. I still think I prefer maybe some of Quentin Tarantino's later stuff, but that's just my opinion. What did you think?
I think it's one of those movies where I'm gonna need to let it sink in a little bit. Hearing people talk about this movie, it's been regarded as like one of the best films, at least that's what I've heard. In that aspect, I feel like it's a little overhyped. However, I thought that it was like a good film. Definitely agree with Holden. Like, I enjoyed Django more, and I realized that it was like completely different storylines. But I enjoy the characters in this film a lot. I really liked Marcellus, Ving Rhames. I thought that he was really great. Samuel L. Jackson was really good. I honestly was expecting more of Uma Thurman's character. She played in the beginning. I really thought she was gonna be present throughout the film. They seem to focus on one or two characters at a time. You know, kind of what Holden said as far as like the timeline that would jump around. I did like that part. There was a lot, specifically the assault scene was really not only just like disturbing, but unexpected. Like, that was the last thing. I honestly thought that they were just like beating him up. Not at all. And then just like the sexual like overtones of that entire scene with the two guys, very bizarre. But I will say that I like Quentin Tarantino's imagination. It really seems like he can come up with some really unique, bizarre storylines. So I really like that. Very unexpected. Same with Bruce Willis. Like, there was a lot of scenes that I felt like I was waiting for, like, I don't know, like a pinnacle of like the storyline. And I understand that a lot happened as far as like people getting shot and whatnot, but it very much seemed to me like a view into somebody's just like daily life. Granted, theirs was on the extreme end. It was interesting, you know, at the very least. I'm glad that I saw it. I thought that it was a good film. I don't think it would be like my #1 favorite movie. And I know that like a lot of people, this is like their favorite movie. I will say creativity though, like he knocked it out of the park. It was very, very unique. And I enjoyed the banter between Jules and Vincent. That was probably one of my favorite things throughout the movie. So I liked it. I thought that it was a pretty decent film, but again, I think it's one of those films that I need to like, just let it marinate a little bit because it was so out there. But I thought it was good.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I kind of agree. I think I need to let this one sit on me a little bit, or sit with me for a little bit. I love his sort of cinematography style in that he lets, like a lot of older movies did this too. They just let the scene play out. There's not a whole lot of cuts. Those actors have to know their lines and they have to give that delivery because they're getting it all in one take. And you don't really see that a whole lot anymore, not to the extent that it was in this. It reminded me of like a lot of old black and white type of movies. Yeah, those moments like where you have like all the buildup of the dialogue and we just get to watch the performances with the expectation of this payoff that comes along. And we kept getting those little payoff moments. You know, one of the first things where we're having this long conversation in the car about Burger King or McDonald's and the burgers and the Royale with cheese, and then they get there and the payoff is they're eating those burgers, the Big Kahuna burgers, and they have this sort of gunfight that happens along. The stuff with Bruce Willis and him not going through with throwing the fight, and like I never would have expected that sequence was gonna end with Marcellus getting raped in the back of a pawn shop and then Bruce Willis going to save him with a samurai sword. Like it just gets out there. It's so strange. I don't even know how to process that, so like just watching that, because I was wondering or thinking that might have been happening, it might have been the case, but I was like, no way, no. Then he opens the door and then they show you.
I think that this film unintentionally shows like how bad your luck can really get for all the characters. I mean, we look at Vincent, who like his one job is just to take the wife out for like a good time, get her home. You know, the fact that she's like subtly like hitting on him, trying to create an environment where something's gonna happen. Then she overdoses. It's just crazy. And then Bruce Willis's character, Butch, you know, he's just trying to get away with his girlfriend and they have to go on the run. He can't leave the watch behind, which I have to mention, the story of the watch was absolutely hilarious. I thought that it was truly funny. Christopher Walken doing that was probably such a smart choice because his tone, his ability to kind of tell that story just makes it so funny.
I love that whole part with Christopher Walken too. And like you said, I feel like this movie is kind of a collection of a series of unfortunate events, not the book series or the Netflix, but a lot of it was like this fact that he shot Phil Lamar in the head, and then they spend like the next 20 minutes of the movie just trying to figure out how to like clean that up. You know, another thing too, like I love a movie like this because there's nothing like inherently complicated about anything that was shot or filmed. There really isn't. It's just having a good script and having good actors that can deliver the lines. Because I can't imagine this budget being like extraordinarily high. There wasn't anything that was like super challenging cinematically or anything like that. So that's one of those movies I was like, you could probably make this, or you could probably take a scene from this and make it, you know, for a school project or just to test your own abilities to create film. So I love that aspect about it. Like you said, I expected Uma Thurman to be much more on the forefront because she is like on the cover art. She's used in all the promotional material I've ever seen on Pulp Fiction. And then
I think that's for a different reason.
Yeah, probably. And then the only other thing I would say, I love Samuel L. Jackson's character and that moment that connects the beginning to the end where they're in the diner and he is doing his Ezekiel. He has that last little line where he's like, maybe you're the whatever and I'm the wicked man, but maybe I'm trying to be the shepherd and I'm trying real hard. I can't help that Christian sentiment in me being like, good for you, man. At least good for you for trying to be better. But anyway, that's those are kind of my concluding thoughts. What would you rate this one?
A lot of these characters outside, they're very gritty and sometimes cold. However, I like in this film that they kind of made you think that, but there were many scenes where it had you second guessing it. For instance, the situation with Vincent and Mia, I was trying to figure out, like, does he really care about her or is he just wanting to save his butt? Like, does he have an emotional attachment to her. Because you see how like they were like carrying her, he like dropped her on the lawn. Like, so it makes you think for a moment like he just doesn't want to get in trouble. And then same thing with Marcellus, the fact that he recognized that Butch came back when he very easily could have left and just let him probably die there. I like that. I like that they kind of explored those moments where these very like one-dimensional characters are much more than that. Like I said, I think all in all, it was a pretty good film. My only negative was I would have liked to see more of Uma Thurman's character, and I don't think that it's my #1 or my top 3. And I know that this is a film that has been talked about a lot and highly regarded, but it wasn't like a favorite for me. I'm gonna go with an 8.5. Still good. I just think a little overhyped, just a tad.
Yeah, I hear you. The only other thing that I thought they were going to do is that there was that scene where Bruce Willis shot John Travolta's character. So, you know, that took place later. Then we go back to where Samuel Jackson and him are doing their thing. I thought that they were going to connect that like Samuel Jackson found out that he died and they would have done something with that, but they didn't. So I don't know like how Samuel Jackson's character feels about that, especially given they have their philosophical and theological, deep, argumentative conversations. So I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of dropped there. I don't know. And I think a lot of Quentin Tarantino's movies are like this, where it just kind of ends, like it just kind of stops. So I feel the same way about this one. Still great. I'm guessing and I'm betting, because of the type of movie this is and the type of reception that the general audience has towards it, that there's probably some deeper subtext or some stuff that we just missed, that either went over our heads or we didn't notice, or like fun little facts about certain sequences and scenes. So please let us know down in the comments below what you thought of that. I would probably give this movie an 8 out of 10. I agree that I don't think it's as good as Django and Inglourious Bastards, but those films are really different types of films and really more of something that I would kind of more leisurely enjoy.
Was this his first film, or was it just one of his early films?
It was one of his early. I don't think it was his very first.
But to me, kind of being exposed to the Quentin Tarantino films in general, to me it's a positive thing to see him go from this, which is still a really good film. I don't want people to think that I'm saying I don't like it, but to see him go from this type of art to Django and Inglourious Bastards, I think is definite growth. But to see him go from that to Django, which I really, really loved, which honestly is probably gonna make it on my like top 10 or something, I think says a lot about Quentin Tarantino as a director and just the type of characters he came up with. So still really good film.
But of course, those are our thoughts on the movie. We'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. So leave us a comment. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It does help the channel out a lot. Subscribe so you'll be notified next time we post a video. Check out Patreon. You can watch the whole movie along with me and Jen with no cuts at all. You'll just have to have your own copy of the movie to do so. You can also get early access to select videos just like this one, and we do appreciate it. But as always, Jen and I, again, appreciate you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.